float. Look at that. With the big airplane up top, and you're going to look at the rest of the float right here as well. Class of 2002, looks pretty old, doesn't it? Here's your winner, the juniors, with a little, oh my goodness. I guess that's a Wildcat. And what's homecoming without the Queen, Maribel Gonzalez, the winner here. On to the game now. Yeah, by the way, second quarter, Art Villalobos takes the rock and rolls in. It was 32-0 in favor of the Tigers at that point. That's 4 touchdowns and 4 two-point conversions. Then later, it's Charlie Brown, and what a night he had, 134 yards rushing. Nice pickup right here, and then 3 plays later, it's Brown getting it again, and watch him spin. He takes a shot in the back right there, but still manages to get into the end zone. It was 40-0 at the half. Third quarter, and Wasco on the ground again. Art Villalobos with the nice carry here. Look at him. He stumbles, and nice getting. Oh! Right 2 plays later, Narcy Martinez, the younger brother of Nacho Martinez, goes in for the score, and Wasco rolls in this one, the final. 67-0. Charlie Brown, 134 yards and 5 TDs. Greg?
Thank you, JR. Taft has had trouble scoring points this season. And when they came up against a Wasco team that was ready to unload, there really was no way to keep up. Wasco and Taft from last weekend. Now that, boys and girls, is how you get yourself on TV. Right there. Watch the quarterback for Taft. Forgot the snap count. Jason Geyser, he fumbles it. And that's not a good way to get things going. Wasco immediately makes them pay. Charlie Brown on the misdirection. He scores. It's 8-0 with a 2-point conversion. The Tigers jump out in front. Then Geyser's going to get unloaded on here. Andreas Witt, the hit. Taft would recover the fumble, but you get the idea how it's going for them offensively. And nice little run here by Art Villalobos as he scampers to the outside. Looking for more green. He gets, no, he didn't get pushed out of bounds. Now he gets dragged down as Wasco would go in to score again. Here comes our guy Brown again coming at you, and he didn't quite make it. The hit there by Doug Hunt to keep him out of the end zone, but another Wasco touchdown set up by that. Narcy Martinez, watch this. Boom! Hunt plows him out of bounds, and then Martinez will get a little revenge here. Say hello to Mr. Veach and say goodbye to Mr. Veach as Martinez sets up a score by Charlie Brown here. And Wasco, big time, 67-0. The Tigers get healthy offensively against the Wildcats.
Last week with the senseless and tragic death of Arvind's football captain, Chad Yarbrough. We like to take time out to reflect on him and what he meant and what high school football means in the general community. Todd, you were out at the football game Friday night between Arvind and Foothill. What were some of your impressions?
Well, it was a very difficult place to be early on. You could sense the sorrow. Arvin brought out a huge crowd to show their support. The Yarbrough family was there. But as the game progressed and they kind of came back into it, you saw them catch fire again, and all the emotion showed a lot of heart. And then, of course, after the game, the Foothill players coming on and really leading the prayer, I think, and seeing the two teams get together. A lot of class by both clubs.
And everyone, a lot of people have been talking about the healing process, and I think that kind of came to a conclusion today, possibly, at the memorial service, JR, that you were at.
It did. You know, there was so many fans out there that both sides of the bleachers were filled. There was about 12 or 13 different teams from all over the area that came out just to show their support, and we saw that on Friday night as well with number 32 all over the helmets, and they were wearing towels, and it was written on their shoes, and just everyone. It was a very, very sad moment, obviously, when someone is taken from us like that. And I think today you really saw what it really meant to this community with everybody that was out there.
Yeah. And that's the one thing we wanted to examine, just how far-reaching this effect had. So we talked with a number of area coaches on Friday night and discovered really a very close-knit football family that really stretches well beyond the goal line.
It's very heartbreaking because there's a special kinship among football guys. And I think, you know, we know exactly what kind of guy he was. This game of football is just that. It's a game, and it's a neat activity for kids, something they can do while they're involved in their high school experience. I think it enriches their lives, but it pales in comparison to the loss of a young man.
You know, we ran and rave about wanting them to do this and that on the football field, but when it's all said and done, there are really some things that touch a lot deeper to heart and that are a lot more important than X's and O's and the scoreboard.
You know, this is one of the things that you have to learn to try to deal with in life, and life's not always fair, and our prayers and thoughts are with the Yarbrough family.
I knew him as a competitor, as a member of the other team,
I had an opportunity to talk with him a little bit after our game, and he seemed like a quality young man, and everything that we've heard about him, he was exactly that. I hope they know that our prayers are with them, that Garces High School is playing this game tonight for Chad Yarborough.
I happen to be somehow related to Chad, and in fact, we were at a family function about 5 weeks ago, and you know, he was just a tremendous kid. I mean, you can't say enough about him, and it was just you know, we were devastated.
One of our coaches, Teddy Pendergrass, coached a young man when he was a freshman, and it's just a very hard thing to comprehend for, you know, for a young man that's an All-American kid, and we just, there's been a lot of prayers said in our football program for Chad and his family.
A number of our students, our players were personal friends with Chad. It affected my family greatly. My wife teaches in Arvin. My son's best friend is his younger brother. So it really touched us very deeply.
And I hope they just come together and respond to the loss of a teammate, and just, you know, probably dedicate the season to Mr. Yarborough, and you know, come out and play football like I know they can.
I would like to say from everybody here at Wasco that our deepest sympathy goes out to both the players and the community and the parents, and that our best wishes are that the Lord would give them peace and give them a strong heart throughout this time.
Football is not the biggest thing in life. It's more important to be young and have a carefree life and have your health, and that was robbed from a great young man and a tremendous football player. And our hearts go out to everybody in Arvin and his family, and we hope we can all grow a little bit.
It's not just a tragedy for the Arvin kids, it's a tragedy for our kids too. And it's like missing one of your own, and I know our kids feel really strongly about it. And it's just like we lost one of our own players, and so we're struggling with it too, and our hearts go out to the Yarborough family and the Arvin Bears.
Oh, we were very touched. Unbelievable. And this here today with all the players that showed up and coaches, this, you know, if anything good can come out of this, I think all our football communities really came together, and we appreciate all the support that we've gotten.
To the South Sequoia League. First-year head coach Darren Owens and the Wasco Tigers have made big strides this year, and they can certainly announce their presence with a win over defending league champion Garces. And they have the Pumpkinhead. Hello, I'm Mr. Pumpkinhead.
Oh, man.
And Halloween brings out the hometown signs, too. Would the trick be on us? Let's go to the game and find out. First quarter. And Wasco starts things. 4th and 1, they go for it. And Charlie Brown getting it done. First down. Up next, Art Villalobos. This is the same drive. And a nice gain as he gets outside, breaks a couple tackles, and Villalobos running hard. That's the Pumpkinhead guy again. And then that would lead to this. Charlie Brown getting in the end zone for the touchdown. 6-0 Wasco was on top. Elvira on hand. Garces coming back, though. Jeff Johns to Adam Miller. Nice play and picking up a nice chunk of yardage. A few downs later, they're going to give it to Ryan Keel. He comes sweeping near side and follows his blockers in for the score. 7-6, Garces was on top. Halloween, by the way. Second quarter, Wasco forced a punt, but it's a fake. Mario Garza airing it out. Charlie Brown is open, but it's just overthrown, and reactions on the sideline, oh so close. Garces would take over. Jeff Johns to pass. But Sam Cruz there to pick that one off. Wow. And we go to the break with the score, Garces 7, Wasco 6. Garces will come out in the third, and they're marching. And they give it to the big guy, Ross Lane. Big run far side, finally hauled down. But they couldn't go any further, so they're forced into a field goal attempt. And here it is. It's up, and it's wide right, no good. Still 7-6 after 3.
Ball game.
We go to the fourth. Garces has it back in close, and the option, Jeff Johns pitching to Matt Antone Giovanni for the score. Rams jumped out to a 14-6 lead, and then defense would take over. Ian Carbajal coming in. Ian Carbajal gets the sack. And Garces wins a war with Wasco. The final score, 21-6. By the way, in the first quarter, only 2 drives. That took up the entire first quarter. Art Villalobos had 140 yards rushing in a losing cause. Greg?
Well, I guess. It was senior night for Ridgeview as they took on Wasco over at West. In the first quarter, Kilmer Jackson going deep for Nick Ray. He's got a ray of hope. He then cuts the across the field like a knife through butter, they say. And he'll take it in to make it a 7-0 Wolfpack lead. Ow! Later in the first, Hunter Robert Martinez drops the snap. Oh my, where's the handle on that piggy? Out of the end zone, it's a safety to make it 7-2. The second quarter, the Tigers get rolling on the river. Charlie Brown with a rock, and he's rolling deep into Wolfpack. Hang on there. Hang on, Charlie Brown.
That's a touchdown right there.
That is a touchdown.
That put him up 10-7.
All righty, a few plays later, they're going to call his...
Wasco goes on to win that one.
Did they?
18-7.
18-7, Wasco wins it.
Win over Wasco this week to keep their hopes alive. This one at West High, and who's afraid of that big bad wolf? You know, not me. He's fun. Good guy. First quarter, packed to the air. Kilmer Jackson saw him briefly to Nick Ray. And Bubba.
Oh, there it is.
Yep, 77 yards as he cuts it across the field and in for the touchdown. Take a look at the celebration, Packer style. Yeah, into the stands. Wolfpack goes back on offense, but the Wasco D responds, and Andreas Witt with the sack.
Oh, boo-boo.
Yeah. Who are you, Yogi? Pack to punt, and oh, no. That's a safety, 7-2 after one quarter. Second quarter, Tigers are driving in. Charlie Brown, he wears number 2 on the road. Big run here as he comes out of the pile and breaks outside. Next play, it's Charlie Brown again. And take a look at the effort right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. About 7 guys touch him, and he scores. 10-7 in favor of Wasco. Ridgeview goes back on 0. And they're going to pass. Back to pass, looks, throws, but guess what? Charlie Brown, there for the interception. He brings it out of the end zone, making a nice return, bobbing and weaving. He'll finally be hauled down 10-7 at the half. This will be the half. We move ahead to the fourth quarter. Same score, more Tiger D, the blitz. Andreas Witt again with the big hit, and Tim Kreiner will recover for Wasco. And from there, give it to Charlie Brown. Good grief. Touchdown, 18-7 after the 2-point conversion. Then one more defensive stand. The Wolf looks on, the quarterback under pressure here, and he's going to be hauled down by Daniel Sadana. Wasco ends Ridgeview's playoff hopes with a victory of 18-7. Charlie Brown, 150 yards rushing and 2 TDs. Greg?
Tigers have had a nice year.
Charlie Brown, a transfer to the Tigers program this year. He's been an integral part of the Wasco offense. He's a deadly weapon in Darren Owens' double wing. He can score on the ground, and he's also a deep threat as well. Take a look at him right here, hauling it in. Just because he's small at 5'7", that doesn't mean he's not powerful. You saw it earlier. Take a look at the run against Ridgeview on Friday. Good night. Charlie Brown of Wasco High School. And finally tonight, we head to the mountain.
Welcome back. The Wasco Tigers have made no secret about their offense this year. They run the ball, period. Maybe a handful of passes, but Coach Darren Owens likes to run. Visiting Ridgeview at West High School on Friday, the Wolfpack going deep on the second play from scrimmage. Kilmer Jackson dropping back, and he finds Nick Ray in the right flat, and he catches it, and then he cuts back across the field, and Nick Ray is gone. 77 yards for the touchdown on their second play, 7-0, but that was it. I said 7-0. No. Scoreboard was out, so they had to bring in the hand clock. Haven't seen one of those in a long time. Tigers try to answer. Mario Garza going deep, but Jason Gridiron is there to pick it off for Ridgeview. And who is afraid of the Wolf? Not that one. The Packers backed up in their own territory. Bad snap. Robert Martinez boots it out for the safety. Wasco trails 7-2. The Tigers go on the attack. Art Villalobos, 15 carries, 101 yards. Nice little run here. Picks up a good gain, and then he needs a little stretching on the sideline. That allows Charlie Brown to take over. 26 carries, 150 yards. Brown going deep into Ridgeview territory. That would set up Brown on this reverse. And I want you to watch him from 12 yards. Now, this is going to be the hardest 12 yards one man can gain. Gets into the end zone for the touchdown. Wasco up 8-7. What do? They go for 2. Early in the game, why not? Villalobos gets it, and he gets in. 10-7 at that point. Wasco keeps the pressure on. Yeah. That Tiger, little crazy. Mike Davis, meet Villalobos with the nice hit. Ridgeview driving. Jackson, the quarterback, and the fans are getting pumped up. Jackson going for 6, and this pass is picked off. Inside the 5-yard line, Charlie Brown with that interception. 10-7 Wasco at the half. The Wolfpack offense had 232 yards, but couldn't get back in the end zone after that initial touchdown. Sam Cruz comes up with the interception here, takes it away from Nick Ray. Later, Ridgeview would cough it up, and the Wasco defense just keeps coming. Daniel Saldana would come up here with a recovery in just a second as Wasco tacks on another late score, and they win it 18-7 the final, thus knocking the Wolfpack out of the playoffs. Top.
Mike, that mascot's getting more airtime than any of us.
Game 1 of the rivalry of them all, possibly. Wasco and Shafter, and Art Villalobos in for the touchdown. Tigers with a 23-0 lead, and they were looking strong in this one. On Shafter's field, they just went at it again. Narcy Martinez up the gut for the touchdown. And watch out, because here come the Tigers, and they go on to win it by a final of 29-0. Neither team will be heading to the playoffs. All right, elsewhere.
Art, hope that lens is all right. Here comes Art again. I'm telling you that Wasco Tiger gets more airtime than any of us, that mascot.
Look at how good looking he is.
Wasco wins at 42-0 tonight over their arch rival, the Generals of Shafter.
Biggest grudge battle of all. Wasco, Shafter, bitter rivals who love to end the season by knocking the socks off one another. Just the thought of this game drives the General crazy. I'm loopy. Ain't nothing Wasco driving Shafter crazy. Second quarter, Mario Garza the fake, looking for his big tight end, Jared Penner. 15 yards, Penner unpenned. Pulls his way in 14-0 Tigers. Before the half comes to an end, Jason Gillarducci trying to pass Shafter back into it. Instead throws a quacker. Intended for Mitchell Wright. It's picked off by Sherrod Hightower. Less than a minute to go. Aman Sanu praying for this one. Sandu. 25 yards out. Just answered. Wasco led 17-0 at the half. Shafter fired up to start the second half. But Wasco takes the opening kickoff downfield, and Art Villalobos from 4 yards out makes it 23-0. Wasco showing no mercy tonight. Pounds Shafter 42-0.
Welcome back to Hometown Sports. Small schools, big rivalry. Wasco and Shafter is what we're talking about. Probably the biggest rivalry when you consider the bragging rights involved, not to mention wager or two, possibly, behind the stands, doing that kind of thing. Yeah, both sides think they're going to win, rooting for their favorite side to take you out there. This one played at Shafter High School, and the Generals were down 17-0. Art Villalobos adding to their misery. First possession in the second half, short TD run, 23-0. Wasco on top, and they have the Tiger lights. They have the
That's pretty.
Yeah, that's nice. They had a lot of them out there. Wow. Everybody was wearing them. Shafter facing a 4th and short, and Andreas Witt says, I don't think so. The tackle for a loss. Charlie Brown, Dad's the cheerleader, by the way.
I love that guy. I saw him
Charlie
earlier.
Brown needing 199 yards for a 1,000-yard season. Guess what? Guy rushes for 10 from Lamppost Pizza. We begin on offense, and as always, a number of great candidates like Centennial quarterback George Vallow, South running back Matt Hunsucker. We give the nod to Wasco running back Charlie Brown, needing 199 yards for a 1,000-yard season. Brown ran for 236 yards in this, the final game of the year against rival Shafter, no less. Caught a 4th down pass to keep a drive alive in this game as well. Charlie Brown is our Lamppost Pizza Offensive Player of the Week. Welcome back to Hometown Sports. Quick correction, the BHS final over Arvin 37-0. Time now for our Athlete of the Week, brought to you by Valley High School, place for a good Christian education. And tonight's winner, playing the game of his life, and a game he'll remember the rest of his life. When you talk about the Wasco-Shafter rivalry, and guys are 40 years old, they'll say, remember when? Charlie Brown, 236 yards rushing. It'll be about 400 when he's 40 years old. To go over the 1,000 yards for the season, the touchdown he also had, and of course the nice catch on a 4th down play to keep a drive alive. Charlie Brown of Wasco, deservedly so, our Valley High School Athlete of the Week.
All right, time now for our Hits of the Week, brought to you by the Hey Man Buy It people at Schwabel Petroleum. A 6-pack for you and not a weak one in the bunch. We started south. Matt Hunsucker taking out the wrap. All right, this might be a little weak, but it's kind of funny, so we'll put it in. Next, Porterville and Menachie and Jose Martinez lowering the boom. Oh, nice little pop right there.
Bad.
On to Redwood Mount Whitney and Adam Vasquez shaking things loose on this play. Good night. On Thursday, Boron versus Mammoth and Alex Malinger ringing the bell. Listen to this.
Oh, man, almost out of the picture.
Next up to Hatchby and Ridgeview, and Pedro Villarreal like a shot. Nice play. But our hit of the week comes from the Wasco Shafter game, and this one brings a little steam. Check out Gerard Penner. You see the steam? Watch it again. It's Gerard Penner stepping up and bringing steam with that one. Gerard Penner of Wasco wins our Schwebel Petroleum hit of the week.
Thank you, Todd. Forget about the playoffs for the Super Bowl of high school rivalries was played last Friday night when Wasco took on Shafter. And the Tigers in studio tonight. Let's hear it for them, guys. All right. Or at least it's the Super Bowl if you live in Wasco or Shafter, right?
Yeah.
Those two. We got RV Lobos and Charlie Brown in studio to talk about the big game. And you guys weren't too fired up for this game, were you?
Oh, yeah, we were. We were fired up. We had I don't know, just a couple things that led on to this game.
Tell me about the sense of winning that Coach Darren Owens has brought to this club.
It just brought a lot of intensity, and we've been playing together real good as a team.
Mm-hmm. Wasco with a very senior-laden varsity squad. We're going to turn over here to Charlie Brown, who is now, are you 5 or 2? This is 5.
Nah, because in Lindsay, my jersey got ripped, so they wound up just giving me number 2.
You didn't have any, like, superstitions or anything, thinking about changing jerseys?
Oh, no, you know, I just play my game. Whatever, it don't matter what number I wear. You know, I just do what I got to do on the field.
How big was this game to you?
It was a big game. It was like the first time I ever been in, you know, this type of, you know, environment.
Mm-hmm.
So it was different. You know, it was cool and things, but, you know, we did what we had to do, and it led to a win, so that's what we was looking for.
And the end to a great season. Let's take you out there as the Tigers going for their 2nd straight win over the Generals this year. And yeah, the fans saying thumbs up, leading 17-0 at the half. Tigers pour it on. Art from 4 yards out. Dan, could you tell you had this one in hand at this point?
Yeah. Thanks to the line, you know, they've been a great help this all season long.
The Generals try to get something going here. Jason Gilladucci to Kyle Gehring, who gets a nice hit out of bounds. Shafter trying to put something together, but these guys... They knew something, didn't they, Charlie? Yeah. It was Wasco's night. Narcy Martinez goes over a nice run, 17 yards out, 460 yards rushing by the Tigers. And Charlie, do you have to add up those stats, or does someone else do it for you?
Somebody else doing it for me.
Generals going up top, Gilladucci to Gehring, and then he finds Fidel Ledesma over the middle, who makes a nice catch, ooh, and then takes a little shot right there. Who was that?
That was Jay Penner.
Jay Penner there with it. And then finally the Tigers defense stiffens as Chris Bell comes up with the big interception, and it's Wasco driving again behind number 2, or is that number 5?
That's number 2. Right?
That's number 2. Charlie Brown, 236 yards rushing on the evening, and 1 touchdown. And in fact, you move so quickly we sometimes have trouble finding you, Charlie. Where are you? Where are you? There you are, running around to the outside. The double wing provides so many entertaining photographic experiences for us. Villalobos then capping the drive with his 2nd touchdown of the night, and then you get quite a lift here.
Yeah, Gabriel's always there.
Always there to pick you up?
Yeah, it's a good feeling when you see your lineman there.
On the ensuing kickoff, ball pops free, and the guys have it, and these 2 youngsters say he's kind of crazy, but Wasco did win it 42-0 to end the year 6-4. Congratulations, guys. Thanks for coming out. And I got a quick little message here. Charlie, you wanted to say hi?
Oh, yeah, I wanted to say hi to a couple people. I wanted to also thank a couple people. I'd like to thank Coach Owens and as well as the coaching staff. I wanted to thank Leonora. She's like my godmom. And then we got the little ones. We got Brianna. What's up, Brianna? Hannah, Allie. And then I got, you know, to my friends, Ninette, Vanessa. What's up, y'all?
Did we leave anyone out?
Nah, that's wait.
Oh, one more.
Nah, my mom and my sisters and my little nephew, Jamal. I love you, man.
You can't forget the family.
Nah.
All right, Charlie, thanks a lot. Thank you guys for coming down tonight. All right, Jenna, take it away. Welcome back. Does he look familiar? We just started to do this. Our Defensive Player of the Week, we had a couple of technical problems, but now we're going to get into it here with Andreas Vita, our Defensive Player of the Week. And as we were talking about, how did you come from Germany to Wasco?
I applied for an exchange student organization in Germany, and somehow it happened to be Wasco where I went through. So it's just good luck, probably.
How did you catch on with the team?
first I had a lot of problems because with all the rules, I haven't had an idea, but step after step I got better, and so I improved a little bit.
Let's show you some of Andreas, if we can, from Shafter's game on the season. A guy, is this your first year of American football like this?
Yeah, my first year, and probably the only one too.
Okay, well, for your only year, 47 tackles, 12 quarterback sacks, 6 pass deflections, and he forced 3 fumbles. What do you got right here? Andreas, are you going back to Germany?
Yeah, in July.
Well, then take this one with you.
Yeah, thanks.
23-yard line athlete. Congratulations, our defensive player of the week. And this week to everybody. Go to Todd now. Here we go.
All right, Todd.